So you want to know how I turn $50 into $500 at the thrift store. Well, I'm about to tell you step by step. Flipping thrift finds can look like magic from the outside. One day, you find a $2 t-shirt that sells for $80. The next week, you pull a vintage jacket worth $150. But the truth is, reselling isn't luck. It's a system. When you go into the thrift store with a plan, you can consistently turn $50 into $500, possibly more. So here's exactly how to do it, broken down step by step with real items that you can find today. Step 1, go in with a strategy. Most people walk into a thrift store and browse. Browsing wastes time and leads to buying random things that don't sell. Instead, go in targeting specific categories that sell fast and consistently. So here we go. Focus on vintage, graphic, and band t-shirts. Why it sells fast, trend-driven, and they are literally always in demand. Workwear, Carhartt, Dickies, Levi's. Why it sells fast, durable, oversized, and trending. Category, sneakers, Nike, Adidas, Vans. Why it sells fast, they're easy to clean and flip quickly. And plush toys, Disney, Pokemon, Build-A-Bear. Why it sells fast, insane profit margins, and low shipping. Those little plush toys don't weigh very much to ship. These categories turn over fast, have big buyer audiences, and don't require a ton of storage or expertise. Step 2, so you can start with t-shirts. That's what I did. Head straight to the men's t-shirt racks or the bins, wherever you're at. It's the highest profit per dollar section. What to look for: faded, cracked graphic tees from the 90s and early 2000s. And if it's not faded and not cracked, the design isn't cracked, it's still fine if it's in great condition and it's older. Band tees, Metallica, Korn, Grateful Dead, Slipknot, etc. Harley Davidson tees, especially the older ones, Popular Destinations, and also the 3D t-shirts. Look for those Harley Davidson 3D tags. Tattoo, skull, flame, biker aesthetics. People love those. And sometimes the more worn, the better. A lot of people don't like distressed clothing, but a lot of people who buy vintage clothing and vintage t-shirts especially do. They want it thrashed. Example, $4 thrifted vintage Metallica tee sells for $45 to $150 depending on its age and the graphic design on the front. Step 3, find a power piece in the jeans or workwear section. This is where the anchor profit usually comes from when we go to a thrift store. Look for Carhartt jackets, carpenter pants, Levi's 501s, 505s, 550s, especially the baggy cuts, painter's pants, carpenter pants, Y2K flare jeans, Dickies double knee pants. Distressing is a plus, not a flaw on these items. A paint-splattered Carhartt jacket sells faster than a clean one. It's true. And double knees. Always watch for double knees. Condition doesn't matter that much on double knees. I've sold a lot of them overseas to buyers in Japan for $100 or more a pop. A typical flip. Well, an $8 Carhartt jacket can mean a $80 to $150 sale. A $6 pair of Levi 501s can bring in $40 to $70. It depends. Step 4, check shoes. Check them quickly. Don't linger. Just scan fast. You want to look for Nike Air Max, Dunks, Jordans, Adidas Sambas and Superstars, Converse high tops, Doc Martens. If the structure is good and they're just dirty, go ahead and grab them because dirt cleans right off. Destroyed soles, ripped canvas, cracked leather, that's going to be a definite pass. A $12 used Nike Air Max pair of shoes, clean them. They could be a $75 to $120 resale. Step 5, don't skip plush. Seriously, I used to skip plush, but now I look for it. This is the most slept on profit area. Look for vintage Disney characters. Pokemon plush, Build-A-Bear, especially those Build-A-Bear outfits. Thai classics. No, not the Beanie Babies, the plushies. Example, a $2 Pikachu plush toy sells for $25 to $40, let's say. A $1 Build-A-Bear accessory can sell for $12 to $25. Small, cheap, easy to store, ships for nothing, and that is Reseller 101, Reseller's Dream. Step number 6, clean, prep, and photograph like a pro. Your presentation controls your price. 2 people can sell the same item. One gets 20, the other gets 60. The difference is presentation. You want to use your keywords. You want to use your item specifics. And you want to make sure the photographs that you take are good. They're killer. And if you have a little stuff wrong with your item, do this. Lint roll shirts. Okay. Steam out the wrinkles or flatten out the wrinkles. You can clean shoes with dish soap or plus a magic eraser. You can photograph on a plain background with good lighting. If your listing looks like somebody wants it, someone will want it. Step 7, list items where they sell fastest. Okay, you don't have to cross-list everything on every single platform. You can, but you don't have to. Different platforms reward different items. Vintage tees. Best platforms, eBay, Whatnot, and Depop. Workwear. Probably eBay. Sneakers. I mean, they do well on Whatnot too. Sneakers, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Plush, eBay, and also I've seen a lot of people doing pretty well with Plush on Whatnot. So don't fight the platforms. Use them strategically. Okay, you want to only list probably Y2K and vintage things on Depop because that's what the buyers are looking for. Example of the $50 to $500 breakdown. Are you ready? Okay, this gets us almost to 500, but I didn't want to make it, too easy. A 90s, let's say this is what we bought. We bought a 90s corn band shirt. We paid $5. Sells for $75 on eBay. Carhartt carpenter pants. Paid $8. They sell for $60 on eBay. Nike Air Max sneakers. You paid $12. They're going to sell for $90. Harley Davidson t-shirt. We paid $4. It's going to sell for $45. Levi's 501 jeans. We paid $6. They're going to sell for $48. Pokemon plush, paid $2, going to sell for $32. So the total amount we spent is $37. Total sales, $350 to $400. After fees and shipping, you're going to get a $250 to $300 profit. And that's just one thrift run. That's an example thrift run. If you do this twice a week, now you're making $500 to $1,200 per week. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Final thought, flipping isn't luck. Oh, it's really not. It's pattern recognition. You have to have the knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more you're going to be able to flip items for a profit. The more you source, the faster your eye develops and the easier the profit comes. Once you know what sells, remember this. Turning $50 into $500 isn't a dream, it's a routine. That's what we do. Day after day after day. If you only thrift once a week, you're probably going to find certain items. If you go to the bins, it's going to be different. You might find more. So that's basically the blueprint on how to turn $50 into $500 at a thrift store. It's really not that hard, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, buy low, sell high. That's the goal. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.